everybody! Thanks for joining us for our Friday videos. So in today's video, we are going to be showing you how to make homemade chalk. So for our homemade chalk ingredients, we're going to need some things like cornstarch and water and food coloring, as well as some type of mold that you would like to put your chalk in. So we have possibly a toilet paper towel holder, and then an old Easter egg. You can also use ice cube tray or any kind of mold tray, or any kind of popsicle holder tray or anything like that to hold your chalk until it's dry. So for these particular ingredients, they are safe and non-toxic because you're just using cornstarch and water. So this activity is for all ages. It's really fun to be able to mix the items together and kind of, again, talk about some of those things like mixing and adding colors and watching the materials change. And this particular activity also helps to teach patience because we have to let it dry. So we have to work on how long we have to wait for things and how long it takes to be able to play with it later. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and prepare our molds for our chalk. So for your molds, you're going to want to make sure that you have your mold lined with wax paper. So we just cut some wax paper strips like this, and then we rolled it and fit it inside of our toilet paper holder, as well as tape the bottom with some Scotch tape to make sure that the chalk doesn't come out of the bottom. And then if you're using an egg type mold, you want to make sure that you line the inside with wax paper, and like I said, we kind of filled it and kind of stuffed it inside like that, and then we rounded it out and finished it off with tape to make sure that the wax paper will stay on the egg shape. And then our eggs have holes in the top, so we made sure that we covered those as well. So then once we fill our mold, we'll be able to close it and tape it shut. And then if you're using another type of mold, just make sure that you have wax paper lined in that as well. So the first step is to mix equal parts of cornstarch and water. So we have a half a cup of cornstarch here we're going to add to our bowl. And then in our bowl over here we have a half a cup of water. We're going to add that, and then we're going to gently mix those together. So now that we've got our cornstarch and water mixture nice and smooth, it is ready to add the food coloring. So if you notice that your mixture is a little too thick or a little too watery, you can add more cornstarch and water. Just make sure that you're adding both so that it's equal parts of both. So now that we're going to add our cornstarch to our individual bowls in equal parts so that we can add our food coloring. We're going to do 3 different colors for each one. A little bit more to this one. Alright, perfect. Put this over here. So we have just some regular food coloring. You can use any colors you want. How about we do some pretty blue? Add a couple drops of that. Oh, that looks cool. And then we'll add some green. 2 drops of that, and some yellow. Add a couple drops of that, and then we'll mix those in together. So now that we've got our colors mixed, we are going to add our colors to our molds. So for our paper towel mold, we are going to do 2 colors. We're going to pour in 1 color, and then we're going to pour in another color and see if we have 2 separate colors that we can use to draw from. So let's go ahead and pour in. Perfect. And then we're going to add our green. And you see it's made like a cool marble type of color for our chalk, which is really going to be fun. So then we can add our yellow to our egg. So for the egg, we're going to add the color on one side and then the other side, and then we're going to tape So we have gone ahead and finished our filling of our mold. So for the egg, you're gonna want to close it fairly quickly to make sure no liquid seeps out, and then you're gonna wanna have your little to help you tape up the edges around the bottom and the sides to make sure that it doesn't leak out. And then you can keep it in a bowl in case it does. And then for our toilet paper holder, you're gonna wanna make sure that the bottom is taped well, and then make sure that the top is taped well in case of spillage. There are a variety of activities that you can do with chalk, not just for sidewalks. So with chalk, you can use it inside with black construction paper, white paper, anything like that to draw on, as well as there are a variety of activities outside, like hopscotch. No, it's really old school, but kids love learning new games, especially if they've never done it before. And it's a really great way to get that outside time in and to get that exercise in, as well as different sidewalk drawings. You can do things like tracing their bodies, tracing their hands. Another cool activity is actually writing out the alphabet in chalk and having your kids spell small words by jumping to each letter, like jumping to C, A, and T to spell cat. So those are just some really fun ways that you can use chalk outside, as well as, I don't know if you guys have seen on the internet, but the really cool stained glass effect with sidewalk chalk. You can tape out a rectangle and have your kids help you make different shapes inside the rectangle with tape, such as triangles and other squares and rectangles, and really talk about those shapes, and then fill in each individual shape. And then once you pull the tape up, you have a really cool art design. Chalk is so versatile, and it's a really fun activity, and it's really cool art. We hope that you enjoyed our activity for today's video, and the recipes will be linked with the video down below and available on our website for you guys to make yourselves at home. Thanks for watching our videos on Friday. We enjoy being able to make cool and fun new ideas for you guys. So if you do have any ideas, please feel free to comment down below, as well as like and share our videos so we know that you guys are enjoying our content. As always, we miss you guys, and we hope to see you soon. Bye! Thanks for watching.